So how cute is this, right? Up close in massive detail. It's amazing. And I didn't film it at home. I actually went to a place that I've discovered a lot of cities have. This was in a hummingbird park or a hummingbird garden inside a larger park here in Los Angeles. Once I've discovered it, now I love going there because you get really close and you can see the birds in this amazing detail. So I started looking around the country to see, does this exist elsewhere? And it does. So without having to maintain a feeder, without having to wait and watch an empty feeder in the city when you're waiting for your next bird, you can quite often go to a hummingbird park or a hummingbird garden in your local area and see dozens and dozens of hummingbirds just like this. Maintaining a feeder is kind of a labor of love. There is an option for feeders. There's a feeder that sponsors this channel that makes it a little easier to see them because it records them when they show up and it sends that recording to your phone. Let's cut to that. This base here, that red rough looking bird shape, is the camera. And so when the bird lands, it starts recording. It senses that the bird is there. It has an anti-squirrel filter so that if another animal comes up, it doesn't film that. And then it sends the video to your phone, and it does something really nice, which is it tells you through a little sensor in that red base if the food has run low or even if the food has gone bad. And so this is extremely helpful. If you're going to do something at home and you want some help from your feeder to make up close pictures of your birds better, this is the one. And it helps protect against you making mistakes that could harm the birds or leave them without food. I'll put a link to it below. On your own, if you don't have time you don't have money to buy a feeder, you don't have time to maintain the feeder, you aren't home to see when the birds come, but you'd love to know if they're visiting, then I suggest looking in your local area, and I'm going to list several of them that I've found across the United States below. But look for a hummingbird garden. Search Google Maps under hummingbird and see what comes up. You can also look at botanical gardens, nature centers, state parks, national parks, nature preserves, wildlife refuges, or even ask at a local garden center, because these people know where the birds are, they know where they hang out. Your park ranger knows where hummingbirds are in that park. Quite often it's a specific area where you can find them. And it's exciting and it's easy to just go where they've got the maintained feeders for you and get this close and see this much detail on your phone, just standing there visiting. Last shot, cute little fledgling here at the Hummingbird Park in Los Angeles.